Hey everyone, Brian from Three Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, why don't mummies go to summer camp?
I don't know. Why?
Well, because they're afraid to relax and unwind.
Oh.
Cha-cha-cha.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas has a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log.
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana. I am your father.
No, sir, you're not. Hello, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Three Geeky Dads, the show that always knows how to pitch a geek's tent and light a few fires.
Phrasing.
Glorious geek entertainment. I am Mark, and with me, as always, are the Yogi and Boo Boo to my Ranger Rick.
Derek.
Hey, Marky!
And
It's me, Brian. Yeah, smarter than your average podcaster.
There's a big mistake using that one. And completing this kumbaya of calamity is the man that says F you to math and the title of our show, the man more mythical than a Bigfoot and twice as cool as a Yeti, Tito. And to you too, Tito. Tonight, the dads continue their summer vacation as we leave the ocean behind and venture into the mountains of madness as we pack up the RV and get ourselves a little camping time. Yes, the dads are going camping, and you, friends and faithful listeners, are invited to roast some marshmallows, tell a few jokes, ghost stories, and hang food in trees so the bears don't kill us. But before we get this camping convoy moving, we need some snacks for the road, and who better than our own mountain man of macaroni, Brian, to start this road trip off right.
Now let's see. Simmer water to gentle boil. Add 3 onions, 3 carrots, and 1 rabbit.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
Tonight, we're talking about camping movies. And when the subject of what to do for an appetizer came up, road movies were suggested. Great idea. Although, personally, I think there were way more road movies than camping movies, so maybe this should have been the main course instead. But anyway, here are some of our favorite road trip movies.
Road trip. Who starts?
I don't know.
It's been
Who
a
starts?
while.
It has been a
Who the
while.
hell went last time?
I think it was you, so maybe it's me.
I
I
think it's
think
you,
it's
Brian.
you.
All right, well then, if it's me, I'm going with Blues Brothers.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
One of my all-time favorite movies just happens to be an epic road movie, even though the road is only between Chicago and Calumet City, where the Blues Brothers put on their their show to raise money for the orphanage, and then they have to make their way back to Chicago to get the money to the Cook County tax assessor, played by Steven Spielberg. And they are chased by every single cop in the state of Illinois, it seems. It's an awesome road movie. Lots of singing, lots of action, lots of car crashes, and it's a hell of a lot of fun.
They're on a mission from God.
They are on a mission from God.
Good
John
one.
Candy,
Oh, so many cameos.
Carrie Fisher, fucking
Henry
Aretha
Gibson as the
Franklin.
Nazi.
Aretha Franklin,
Yep. Ray Charles.
Ray Charles,
Steven Spielberg.
El Spielbergo.
That's what makes a
Just gonna
good.
say that.
That's what makes a good road trip movie. Is
All the cameos.
all the cameos. The people
All the
they
people
meet
you
along
meet on the way.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the people that you meet when you're driving down the street.
All right, mine is these guys never leave the car. It's great. They drive to one end and then come back. It's phenomenal. It's Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, dude, nice.
They never stop moving.
Put a bulletproof skull. Stop the rig. Return my treasures to me. And I myself will carry you to the gates of Valhalla.
I'm not awaited.
You will ride eternal, shiny and chrome.
Yep.
Driving. It's great. They drive to the end. They're like, oh, there's nothing here. They turn around and they come back. What more could you ask for from a road trip movie?
Right.
Pretty realistic road trip.
Yeah, right?
Well, that
great.
sucked. Let's go home.
And Mad Max says absolutely nothing the entire film. It's
No.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's no voice for this Mad Max.
Played by Tom Hardy in the movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
Right.
he's grunting and shit, but
yeah.
Well, he's there.
he's
He
there.
is.
I
talking.
dude, I think
It's
he's fucking
more
awesome in
of
this movie.
Furiosa's story, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
it's an
for sure.
awesome story.
It's definitely more about her, which I like because it always kind of comes down to that in the Mad Max films. He's just kind of there.
Yeah.
He's observing and just living his fucking life.
Non-stop action.
Yeah, that's my number one.
His life's
Number
just
three.
one big road movie.
Yeah, well,
for sure.
all of the movies are kind of like, especially The Road Warrior and this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't our life just one big road movie anyway? If you think about it.
What a metaphor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Feeling pretty deep tonight, boys.
Yeah, for sure.
My number 3 is Tommy Boy. I've talked about
you
this
son
many
of a
times.
Oh, wow.
Oh, looks like I snagged one from
Great
Tito.
movie.
Sorry.
Great movie.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you.
Sorry.
It's everyone's movie.
But, yeah.
It's the people's movie.
So good. It's my favorite comedy road movie. I think I know Planes, Trains, and Automobiles should be my favorite, and there's no denying that movie's funny. But I think I just grew up with Tommy Boy, so this is my go-to for ha-ha road films. So to
Tommy
speak.
just sold 500,000 brake pads.
Tommy just
Tommy
sold
just sold
half
500,000 brake pads. Such a good
Everybody's
movie.
awesome.
And
in
the
that
coroner
movie.
shows up and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Tommy Leckie,
Hurts
Tommy Leckie.
here, not here, or here so much.
They have a thin candy shell, like your brain. Such a good. I absolutely love that movie. It holds up.
I can actually hear you getting fatter. Yeah, that's my number 3. Derek?
You stole one of mine. What was going to be my first one, but I'm going to go with We're the Millers.
I saw you leaving Pablo Chacon's compound. We both know if I search your mobile home, what I find. Much prison time for such things.
Yeah.
So I just simply take my bribe and I'll be on my way.
Well, all right. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Great. Well, how much are we talking? 100, 200?
1,000.
That's a lot. We don't have that sort of cash on us right now.
Maybe you can offer me something else, something a little more personal.
I got you. Rose, suck his dick.
Fuck you. I'm not sucking anything.
Come on, we be a team player.
Senora, no need to be alarmed.
Well,
You see, I'm, how you say, a man who preferred the company of other men.
Oh.
oh. David, suck his dick.
I almost
Millers.
went with that
Yeah.
one. That's another great
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Got some RV action, some great actors. That's the movie that sold Jason Sudeikis farming,
Yeah.
and good flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a big Sudeikis guy.
I wasn't until that movie. Yeah, that,
until Ted Lasso.
I always liked
I liked him.
I thought it was
Since
all right.
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie. I've never seen Where Are the Millers.
See, I didn't like him in Horrible
Oh, you didn't
Bosses.
see Where the Millers?
Oh, Where the
Oh,
Millers
it's
is
so good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And who's the couple that it's when they meet the other couple?
Oh,
Ron,
it's
God, what's his name? Ron Swanson.
Ron
right?
Swanson and
Nick Offerman and Anna Gasteyer.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Have you not
Yeah.
seen this?
No, I've never seen Where Are
it's
the Millers.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was like it came out, and I was like, well, I don't really like.
Yeah.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Aniston
they're
that
four
much,
random
and I don't really
strangers.
like
And-
that much.
I like everybody.
I
in
like
And
this.
it's
Emma
Emma
Roberts.
Roberts and the kid that played
And-
Adam
Warlock.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, and he basically coerces them into pretending that they're a family so that
Yeah.
they can smuggle some drugs.
Out of Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Yeah. Ed Helms is the one that hires them to do this.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's such a good cast.
Which is funny because for a little while I always confused Ed Helms with Jason Sudeikis.
Did you really?
They have the same shaped head. I don't know why.
When you said Ed Helms was in it, I was like, why would they have the same guy?
Right. And Ed Helms was in the Vacation
He was,
remake, so
yeah.
that confused me even
Yeah.
more. So
Yeah.
finally, they put him in the same movie, and they did that just for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly. Nice.
Ryan?
All right.
All right, so back to me. I will pick because the Weird the Millers was also on my list. I'm going to go with Almost Famous. Yeah,
These things are just disappearing off my fucking list.
Oh
man.
no, you had it too. I'm sorry,
Great
Tito.
pick.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's the people's movie, man. It's a fucking awesome movie.
The story of the band Stillwater on their 1973 tour, and they just travel from town to town in their bus that barely gets them there, until the point where they decide that they can make more money by traveling on a plane, and then they all almost die.
Oh my god, I love that scene.
That's a great scene with.
I'm gay!
Yeah, they all start
And then the
confessing
plane
everything while the
evens
plane. The door to the cockpit opens and the pilots are like doing. They're like praying.
Such a good movie. That was the first time I ever heard Tiny Dancer.
Oh yeah, hold me closer, Tony Dancer.
Great fucking scene when they're all singing. And
It is.
Yeah,
such a good scene.
It really is. Yeah, because that's when Russell, the lead singer, takes off and they get him back.
Right.
And he's all they're all pissed at each other, and they all just break out into song in the bus, and they're singing Tiny Dancer.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, awesome in that movie
Yes,
too. Fucking
yes.
Mr. Banks.
Yep.
Oh, he's so
that's,
good.
That's the rock
awesome.
rock
I'm
writer.
not cool. Of
Yeah.
course I'm up. I
Yeah,
fucking love
exactly.
that guy.
I'm always home. I'm not
Always
cool.
home. I'm not cool. Thanks for answering.
I love that line. He is so perfect in that movie.
I'm gonna go with The Wizard. Is gonna be my number two.
Wizard.
The
I
Wizard.
do not know this movie.
It's
Fred
Fred
Savage.
Savage, Christian Slater, Bo Bridges.
Oh.
The video game championship. Super
Yeah,
Mario
all right.
Brothers
I'm
3.
aware of the movie now.
The
that you mentioned
unveiling
Fred
of the
Savage.
Power Glove.
And Super
Yeah.
Mario
The
Brothers
first-
3,
first-
right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
first-
it?
yeah, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yep.
They're taking
What
their
makes it
brother.
a road movie?
So they go and their parents have been separated, and the younger brother lives with the mom. They live with the mother. And Fred Savage plays the older brother, and he takes the younger brother because they want to go to this video game tournament.
Okay.
And they basically kind of hitchhike from where they are to the video game tournament.
All
and
right.
They play people along the way. There's like a bad guy in it. and
Really?
He's a rich kid who has the power glove,
Yeah.
and they've never seen it. And he's got like a case that he carries around with him that's like full of Nintendo cartridges. And it also introduced me to you remember when this was a thing? You could call Nintendo and ask them for hints on
No.
games.
Yeah.
You could call
There was a
Nintendo,
hot- yeah,
and
there was a hotline.
there was like a
Really?
just a room full of fucking dorks.
And I'll
with
tell you right
books,
now,
and they
too.
would give you tips.
There were totally kids like that. Everybody
Yeah.
knew a kid that had all that shit. And
Yeah.
like their parents just kind of fucking spoiled them rotten because they wanted them to be the cool kid. And this kid, Adam Lipper, he used to charge us to use his. He had a Game Gear.
Oh, I know.
Game
I
Gear.
remember
Game
the
Gear.
Gear.
Yeah.
We would go to campouts and he would bring it and he would charge us to take turns to use it and play fucking Mortal
Wow.
Kombat.
That's kind of a dickish thing to
Oh,
do.
he
It
was
is
a
a
total
little
dick.
dickish.
He was the biggest dick.
What was
Dude,
that last
fucking
name?
amazing.
Lipper.
Oh, what a
Adam
great last
Lipper.
name.
Adam,
Would
if you're
you
out there,
like
you
to
Sure it wasn't
Dr.
Jeff.
Lipper.
Sure it wasn't Jeff Bezos. 'Cause that's a fucking $1 million idea, man.
Lipper.
God,
Elon Lipper.
Yeah, what an entrepreneur. Who is it? What is he doing now? He probably
no-
runs
no
a fucking
fucking
Fortune
clue.
500 company.
No fucking clue.
Right now.
Nah, he's probably fucking sitting in a bar right now on a Wednesday night.
Charging people to use his Game Gear.
This was the thing when I was cool. Want to try it?
But in the whole movie, they're just like at one point Christian Slater and Bo Bridges. Bo Bridges plays the dad. Christian Slater's the older brother. And he's got a Nintendo. So then the dad gets into Nintendo, and I just remember they're playing like Ninja Turtles at one point. in the hotel room. It's such a fucking fun
Right.
movie, and just like great nostalgia.
Nice.
And then they get to the end and they unveil the new game, which is Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh yeah.
Which was a fucking
Tanuki soup,
big deal.
baby.
Yeah,
The
which was a
Tanuki
big
soup.
deal.
Can never hold on to that thing.
But yeah, that's my number 2.
My number 2 is David Lynch's Wild at Heart with Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern, the ultimate road movie where you can see Nicolas Cage act like Elvis, Laura Dern just have sex throughout the whole movie. And you got cameos galore, from Willem Dafoe to friggin' Diana Ladd to Harry Dean Anderson, a bunch of them. And the movie's great.
Harry Dean
music.
Anderson or Stanton?
Harry Dean Stanton.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, you pulled a me.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
You're always confused.
I do. I
Great
always
comedian magician.
The great
Yeah.
comedian magician.
Yeah. The guy from Night Court was in this?
Harry Dean Stanton. Run Harry Dean.
Harry Dean Houdini.
Harry Dean. Just go Harry Dean next time. We'll be safe.
Harry Dean and the Hendersons.
Great film. Isabella Rossellini, Greg Supresi,
Oh,
half the
wow.
cast from Twin Peaks, actually, now that I think about it. It is extremely violent and off-the-wall David Lynch fun. He left Twin Peaks to do this movie, and it's kind of a good thing that he did. Twin Peaks kind of went down a bit, but I really enjoyed this movie a lot. So, yeah.
Nice. You took one off, so I'm gonna put it
No,
back
I
on.
took it off because I saw. And
okay.
I'm gonna go with
so
one.
I'm
no
gonna
one
go with
has.
it. The Muppet movie.
There it is.
Oh.
Absolutely.
This has a special place in my heart. Too.
Moving right
along, and
footloose and fancy free.
The Electric Mayhem.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like they meet. Kermit meets Rolf, and they talk about women troubles and
You can't live with them.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, that's a great movie.
the Studebaker, which they end up they're being chased, and they end up painting it. When they meet the Mayhem, they paint it all Technicolor, and it's a great movie. I mean, I must have watched that movie a billion times as a kid. I love the Muppets. I always will. My kids love the Muppets. My little nephew, I can remember showing him that movie for the first time, and he loved it. And it's nostalgic and it's great.
It's timeless and it transcends.
It is.
Yeah, like my kids like the Muppets, so like it's just like it just fits for.
And then they got the
it never gets
animal.
old.
Becomes
the giant
gigantic,
enormous.
and
Yes.
and,
Charles During.
Charles
right?
During
Yeah.
is the
Durning.
frog leg. Yeah.
Durning. Harry Dean Anderson.
What's the guy's name? Yeah, the frog legs. The Doc Hopper.
Doc Hopper.
Doc Hopper's frog
A
legs.
frog booger.
Yeah.
That's how he used to say burger. I used to think he was saying, everybody likes a good frog booger.
Frog boogers.
Frog booger.
Gross.
And he essentially plays the same character, like a little bit, only the name's different when he's Pappy O'Daniels from
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah.
Whenever I saw that movie, I was like, wow, Jesus, he looks just like
It's the same guy.
Same character.
He played that
Exactly.
character a lot. In many.
I don't think he's acting.
No, that's just him. Frog booger.
Brian?
We're communicating, you dumb cracker. I'm going with Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's an awesome road movie.
R.I.P.
Pee-wee
R.I.P.
on a quest to get his bike back after he thinks Francis stole it. Or did Francis steal it? I can't remember.
Francis did steal it.
Okay, but then
he hired
he
somebody
tries to get rid of it.
Right?
Once they
and then
find
it
out.
ends up in on a movie set, and he ends up at the Alamo. He's everywhere.
Where there is no basement.
There is no basement at the Alamo. That's where I
That's
found
how-
out there was no basement at the
That's
Alamo.
where I learned that too.
They had a really
Thank you,
nice-
Jan Hooks.
The Alamo official Twitter friggin' page thing had a really good send off to Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah, they basically thanked him for.
Well, did you see that the dinosaurs, the roadside attraction that they used in the movie,
Yeah.
is still there, but they painted it in Pee-wee's suit with the red tie.
Oh,
That's
very
cool.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
after Paul Rubens died, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Paul
I
Rubens.
love that
Paul
scene when he
Rubens.
dances to
Yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh God. Yeah.
One of the great dance scenes in film
Yeah.
history.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
The time I
Wins
did
them
that
all
dance
over.
on the dance floor.
Yeah.
That scene I loved it, but the scene with the doctors turning into clowns scared the shit.
Oh
fucking
yeah.
horrible.
Frightening.
Yeah.
And Danny Elfman's music doesn't help.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Does not.
That fucking carnival music.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got Francis as the devil.
And then him and his girl became the Penguins.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was her name in the movie?
French.
You
French.
It was something French. That's why I thought it was Francine.
No, it was. Oh, I got it. Hold on. Give me a minute. Simone.
Simone. That's right.
Simone.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh.
Yeah.
That's right. She was Mrs.
Yeah.
They were Mr. and
Diane
Mrs.
Cobblepot.
Yeah, that's right. Simone.
Mm-hmm.
E.G. Daly, fucking Tom.
Oh, yeah, E.G. Daly.
I forgot that E.G. Daly was in that.
Yeah.
Dottie.
I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel.
You keep knitting? Knitting? I'm trying to listen to reason. Good old
Such a
Chubbs.
great movie. Oh, my God.
Tito?
I got two. One's a really good movie and one's a really bad movie that I love.
Okay.
I'm going True Romance.
As a really
As a
good
really
movie,
good-
I would
You'll never know.
Oh.
You'll never know. There's another one on the list, and you'll never know.
I don't
what
want
that
to know
movie
you
is.
if you think this is a really bad movie. I'll fire you from this fucking show,
So
even though I don't
going,
pay you.
You can't fire him. We don't pay him.
That's
Another
what I
Christian
just
Slater
said.
film.
What
Another
was that?
Christian Slater film.
Yes.
So I got two Christian Slaters on here. But great movie. They're going from Detroit to LA to sell a bunch of fucking cocaine to Michael Rappaport's producer buddy.
Leo Donowitz.
Leo Donowitz.
Played by the great Saul Rubinek.
Saul Rubinek.
Stab
me in the fucking eye. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Great scene.
Oh, everybody dies.
It's
Almost
so
everybody
good.
dies.
Brad Pitt lives.
Yeah. Well, Brad
He
Pitt
does all
lives.
right.
Michael Rappaport survives,
Michael
and
Rappaport
Clarence and
That's just
Alabama.
wrong.
Live. He was supposed to die.
He was.
Originally, he was
And
supposed
they
to
were
die.
like, nice, too
Who was?
lovable.
Clarence was supposed to die.
Oh.
Yeah, and Tony Scott was like, nah, that's not a Tony Scott movie. Let's keep him alive. Let's just take his eye.
That's my favorite Tony Scott movie.
It's
Is it really?
I have
pretty
to say
damn.
that,
It's pretty damn good.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
I can't
and
be
The
mad
Last
at
Boy
that.
Scout.
I can't be mad at that.
I can't. It's too good.
True Romance is awesome.
The scene alone between Christopher Walken and fucking Dennis
Dennis Hopper, great scene.
I just watched just that scene recently on YouTube, and the only thing that sucks about that scene is it's too short, and I want to see more of them.
Oh, more of
and
them
you don't
together.
get it.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of screen time for
The
for those guys
Antichrist.
together. It's such a great. It is. You know, well, Tarantino used a lot of people in his films. Too,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you know.
it's a Tarantino script, but
it's a Tarantino script,
Tony
but it's a fucking
Scott
Tony Scott movie,
for
and
sure.
like
It's
Tony
the way
Scott
it's filmed.
people and.
Yeah, the colors.
You watch a lot of Tony Scott movies, and he's got like a million fucking. Oh, that guy. That guy's in this too.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's in this movie. You know, Gary Oldman for fucking 5 seconds. Samuel
Drexel.
Jackson for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, Lord Nightcon's in that movie too, from Hackers.
Oh, he's in the room.
He's the guy that Drexel
yeah.
kills. Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have thought it was White Boy Day. It ain't
I'll
White
tell you
Boy
what
Day.
the other movie is if we do
Runners Up.
Runners Up.
Okay, cool. My last one, no one has. It was going to be another movie, but I gave that one to Derek. So I'm going with the obscure but always wonderful sequel, Phantasm 2, which is
how did I forget that one?
Jodie. Well,
because I don't watch
it's
that.
fantastic.
never
You don't
seen
watch
that.
that shit.
I thought all those movies take place in a like a mortuary.
No, sir. Only the first one.
This guy doesn't know what the fuck's
I've never
going
seen
on.
the rest of them.
The second one is the bigger budget version of the first one with a different actor.
Take the orb on the road.
They go. They're following the
In the
tall man.
Orbmobile.
Oh, they're following him.
them from town to town.
Is
You
that
saw
the one
two-
where
we
the
did
chick
it
comes
for
out of her
Mon-
back?
So we did
Yeah,
that for
I've
Monster
seen two. That
Cereal.
movie's
Remember
sick.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
It
fucking
is an
sick ass
awesome,
movie.
sick movie.
Never seen that
Great
movie.
special effects.
She's got the fucking
Jamie
monster coming out of
LaGrosse
her back.
replacing A. Michael Baldwin as Jodie. I think he's pretty good. And Reggie Bannister, fucking awesome. The movie starts with them
He needs to cut that
loading
ponytail.
up on a what?
He needs to cut that ponytail.
He does. You're right. You're right. He doesn't have to. He doesn't
should.
care.
He probably should.
I'll tell him if I see him.
Okay.
I mean,
Please do.
But I like
that
how they're
along.
in the abandoned weapons store. They're loading up on weapons. They're
Oh, that is
souping
a
up the
great
car, and they're going right after the tall man. And that's the whole movie, pretty much. And I
Nice.
think that's a lot of the sequels. Now that I remember, it's just these guys following the tall man.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
the-
mine.
And what are those characters from Star Wars that like to sell shit?
They're just called
The
dwarves.
Jawas.
Jawas.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Little
Jawas.
Jawas in there.
Although
The garbage cans in the other dimension.
Phantasm,
Like some random
came
garbage
first,
cans.
though. So
Phantasm came first. The
Phantasm.
Jawas were first in Phantasm.
the Jawas were
Okay,
first, and
alright.
George Lucas.
I don't know enough about Jawas to dispute that.
There's something rotten in Denmark with Mr. Lucas.
Why? When did Phantasm come out?
I don't know. It probably came out after.
Before
I
Jawas.
I was gonna say. I thought that was an '80s movie.
The Jawas
No.
are in
No,
Star
it came out in
Phantasm's
the first one was in the
the
70s.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then it was a long time
I'm
between
gonna find
sequels.
out. I'm gonna look. Well, go ahead. Tell yours.
All right, my number one. I actually didn't write it down. It just popped in my mind as we were talking. I forgot all about it. Is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Oh, dude, awesome!
Jay and Silent Bob
Yes.
taking a trip from Jersey to Hollywood, trying to stop the movie from being made about Bluntman and Chronic, and comedy ensues. Again, Carrie Fisher pops up.
George
as
Carlin.
George Carlin. The unwritten rules of the road.
Oh, is that the one with with him with the blowjob?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I always think it's
Sometimes you're gonna take a shot in the mouth. You know?
Ben Affleck and Dogma. I don't know why I always forget that. I always think that scene's in Dogma.
Because everybody in Dogma.
That's kind of a road movie too.
Yeah, because they're Carrie Fisher's not in that.
It is.
But
George Carlin is.
is.
He plays the cardinal of the bishop.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who blesses his clubs. And,
and introduces the Buddy Christ.
But I'm a fucking demon.
Antichrist.
But yeah, that movie's it's great. Will Ferrell is Marshall, Will, and Holly.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And
and the monkey.
Yep, and Suzanne, the monkey from Mallrats originally, right? Wasn't
it was the end of Mallrats,
right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah.
It was Phantasm was 1979, by the way.
Was it 79?
Yeah. But I still say Lucas.
All right.
Yeah, but there's Jawas in. Aren't there Jawas in the first Star Wars?
In the
film?
first Star Wars,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Phantasm came out after Star Wars.
Oh,
Star Wars
sorry.
was 77.
Part 4 came out in 77, and Phantasm came out
I
in
just
79.
wanted to believe, but it was wrong. Sorry, Derek. Continue.
That's all right. I was done.
All right.
Brian.
All right. So that was. I already did three.
Right? That was the three.
That was three.
So runners up.
Runners up.
Toss
So
up
for
some
runners up, I had
yeah.
Eurotrip, which we had just seen recently.
Awesome.
I had We're the Millers. I had Vacation 1984 and Vacation
surprised that-
2015.
I had those.
I didn't pick it because I thought somebody.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Planes,
I
Trains,
left
and
it off.
Automobiles, and I had Mad Max, Fury Road, especially. I wrote.
Nice.
Yeah,
Great
like Tito.
fucking movie. I had Pee Wee's Big Adventure, Tommy Boy, Almost Famous, Over the Top.
Over the Top. Oh wow.
That's the movie.
That's
You
a
ever see Over
great
the Top?
No,
The
I know
wrestling?
it's the arm wrestling
It's
movie.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's terribly amazing.
Robert Loge in it.
Yeah, he takes his kid from wherever
One
to
bar
like,
to another.
Vegas to like the arm wrestling championships of.
So it's like the Wizard
The
only
world.
instead of video games. It's arm wrestling.
Yeah, and there's a lot of reconnecting with this kid. Robert Loge is in it, being angry.
As Robert Loggia does.
Yeah. No tap dancing on keyboards in this one.
No. And even when he was, you knew he was angry. You knew he was angry. Why am I doing this?
I heard a story that I was listening to a Tom Hanks interview where he said they actually had stunt dancers for that scene.
Yeah.
And him and Robert Loge were like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this.
That's Yeah.
right.
And they spent like 14 hours trying to fucking
Yeah,
do
in
it.
fact, he punched Penny Marshall until he forgot. Fuck off, Laverne. Or was she Shirley? No, she was Laverne.
No, she was
right?
Laverne. She had the L's on her
I
sweater.
want to get my
Hey,
jokes
it's Robert
accurate.
Loggia. I like when you do that.
Yeah.
Ah, as in Robert Loggia. O, as in, oh God, it's Robert Loggia. B, as in, by God, it's Robert Loggia. E, as in, everybody loves Robert Loggia.
And then R, as in
Robert Loggia.
You guys mentioned them all. The only one I'll talk about is this kind of indie movie that I really liked with John Krasinski and Maya Rudolph called The Way We Go.
Oh, dude, I
which
almost
is a kind of
put that.
cool
That's
movie.
an awesome movie
Yeah,
where she's
Jeff
pregnant.
Daniels, Catherine O'Hara, some other people make cameos that I can't remember off the
That
top
was like
of my head.
2004
That was 2000
or some shit like that.
I think a little bit later.
What's the name of it again?
Away We Go. It's
And she's pregnant in it.
Yes, and they're looking for the perfect home,
And they're looking for-
and they have yet to find it. No, they
No,
do find
nobody
it.
had Smokey and the Bandit.
No, I've never
Wow,
seen.
I've
I
never
almost
seen
put that.
Smokey and the
I've
Bandit.
You never
seen
saw it?
Smokey
Oh, I
and the
remember seeing it as a
09.
kid.
Any of them? 09, okay.
Yeah, the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I thought European. I thought
Cannonball
Vacation would come
and
up.
waving.
Well, a vacation movie besides Christmas because I don't go anywhere. But yeah, I thought the vacation movies might.
Yep.
I figured somebody would go
I
for
thought
that.
Planes, Trains, and all.
Yeah, I
was
did
like,
too. That's why I left it as
That's
a-
why I picked Tommy Boy. I was like, well, somebody's gonna pick Planes, Trains, and then somebody
I
else will
picked
pick a
Tommy
Vacation.
Boy.
And these
I figured.
Yeah, I left Vacation off because it's like the quintessential road movie.
Right.
We
Yeah.
just surprised each other
Yeah.
tonight, didn't we?
I think we did.
I had Road Trip.
A lot of
the
deep
original-
cuts.
Oh, yeah,
Road Trip,
Road
which
Trip
Yeah.
is awesome.
great.
Great
And
movie.
Tom
RV.
Green.
RV is actually really funny with Robin Williams.
yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
I've never seen that
I forget
one.
who plays his wife, but
Cheryl Hines.
Is it? Yeah,
From
and
Curb Your
JoJo.
Enthusiasm.
JoJo. I don't know her
Shabba-doo.
last name. He like coerces his family to go on this vacation under
Josh
the guise of a family vacation, but he's actually going for a work thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of good road trip movies.
RV for Robert Loggia.
V for
Very good, Robert Loggia.
I was going to go
There you go.
vagina for Robert.
Vagina.
Vagina for Robert.
Vagina's love, Robin Loggia.
Well, speaking of
you're so good at
vaginas, great appetizers, everybody.
What else are we going to eat?
Well, let's go to the main course and find out. Main course. Plenty of vaginas in the main course.
What are you doing?
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
We saved some for you, Mr. Frodo. Put it out, you fools! Put it out! That's nice.
The great outdoors. Nature, nothing but trees, fresh air, and woods full of things that are waiting to eat you. Camping. For many, roughing it is the way to go. A step back in this modern world of technology to rediscover our fruits.
That don't make no sense.
Find out what we're made of. Live off the land with meals cooked over a fire and snuggling under the stars in a sleeping bag or cozying up in a tent or maybe settling in a cabin is the way to go with only the basic of conveniences at your disposal. A bed, a wood stove, and a few pots and hopefully a toilet. But go ahead and
That
be
works.
fancy if you want. We had outhouses in my day. Actually, it just went in a bucket. Camping is as close to those primal days of yesteryear for humans. And while most of us today evolved into a world of streaming services, air fryers, and air conditioning, movies about camping and living the simple life still appeal to us. Whether it's a camping trip of comedy, a tent of terror, or a cabin of chills and thrills, audiences always like a good camping romp in their cinema every now and then, and us dads are no different. So tonight, let's settle by the fire and listen to the owls hoot and hope to God no one asks us to squeal like a pig, because it's time to go camping.
I didn't even think about that one.
What about the
Delivered.
Oh, it's just you wait. All right, guys. So opening thoughts here, very quick, before we launch out some specific films. Do you like camping movies, gentlemen? Do you like camping? Is there a certain time you like to watch camping films, or is it just whatever, or do you care less about camping? Derek, answer all those now.
No, Brian starts.
Brian, answer all those now.
Look at Derek dodged that bullet. I'm not a huge fan of camping.
Can you park your truck up next to that?
I can pull it right up next to the cabin. I can unload right onto that porch.
Soon, Tito. Too soon. Poor Derek. Derek regrets telling that. Seriously, though, can you, Derek?
Yes, you can.
Well, we'll get to you. It's not your turn. Brian, you don't like camping.
Well, as a kid, I did a lot of camping because I was in Boy Scouts and stuff.
That explains it.
Yeah, and I think I've had my fill. After all
Not
that,
from a scoutmaster or anything, right? Like-
No.
Okay,
There was no
well.
creepy scoutmaster.
Scoutmaster Jim.
Or there was, and just Brian didn't appeal to him.
You weren't as tight.
Oddly enough, my scoutmaster's name was Woody. It was weird.
Was it really?
It was.
Oh my God! There was a Woody that was he ran the Camp Squano.
See, we all had Woodies.
Oh, look at you two. You both had a Woody. Brian got to put a snake in your boot.
I had a friend in me.
So you camped as a kid.
Yeah, so I think I got it out of my system. I'm not a huge fan. And the bugs, the sleeping on the ground, I don't know. I think I'd rather be in like a cabin. I need air conditioning. I need the creature comforts. I just don't need. I don't need the creatures. I just need the creature comforts.
Okay, good. But how do you feel? Okay, so camping movies.
And camping movies are fine,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter what time of year. Yeah, I can watch them anytime. I don't mind camping movies. I just don't like camping itself.
Okay.
But watching other people suffer through that shit is hilarious.
It is. It's always good to be on the sidelines for a good camping
Absolutely.
disaster. Tito, how about yourself?
Yeah, I missed the boat on that. I didn't go camping when I was a kid, and now I'm too old, I think, to be interested in like manual labor and things like that.
And you never went to summer camp?
No, I didn't go to summer camp.
Oh,
You know, in the city, like we rode bikes everywhere, went to played a lot of basketball, and just fucking hung out. But yeah, never did stuff like that. So as a kid, I liked any movie that involves doing something that I never did. So I love camping movies, right? And if when I was younger, that was something that was available to me, then I would have done it. But like I said, like right now in my life, I'm just like, no fucking way. My wife wanted to go camping, and then the weather ended up being too bad, so it kind of fell through.
Yeah.
And
And you were all heartbroken.
I know. She was like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna come Saturday," and I was like, "Damn, I should probably come Saturday." And then I watched her like try to put a tent together, and I was like, "Well, I can't do it. And if you can't do it,
then where are we going to
nobody
sleep?"
can."
You want me to help, but I got to put the phone down. This is hilarious.
Right, but when we get to specific movies, there's one specific movie every summer I watch with my wife and my kids that we absolutely love, and there are a few others that I just watch sporadically throughout like the year, but there's one in particular when we get to that.
Okay.
That I fucking love, and we watch it every summer.
Sounds good.
And I wish that I had that experience.
All right.
Yeah. As a kid, not as an adult.
Deliverance.
It's not that movie. No. Wet Hut is not that movie.
Wet Hut.
City boy! City boy!
Well, Tito, we got a surprise for you. Brian's camp counselor, Woody, is actually right in the room.
I kick him right in his junk.
He likes that.
He yeah.
Hit me again and put some stank on it.
I watched that the other day. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mark, what about you?
What about me? I like cabins. I don't like tents.
Yeah.
So I don't mind being in the woods or in the mountains if there is a cabin with the creature comforts, and that's fine with me. But I don't like tents, sleeping bags. A thin sheet between me and a grizzly bear is the dumbest idea I could ever think of. I don't loathe it like I do the beach, which I got a lot of slack about for our last episode. So I just want to not apologize for anything I said on the beach episode, because I meant every fucking word. So, but yeah, camping movies, certain ones in the summer, certain ones in October. I'm sure you guys could figure it out into it. But
Yeah.
camping always looked better in movies than it was in real life.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the camping that you saw people do on TV or in films, where they have these really nice tents, the wonderful fire, which, you know,
Yeah,
if you've
never
ever tried to
happened.
start a fire, you can't
Yeah.
fucking start a fire like that. It's impossible. No bears, no mosquitoes.
Ugh.
You're just
Bugs are the worst.
you and a beautiful woman in a sleeping bag. And
Yeah.
Sarah and I didn't get that. Sarah and I got two guys who just really hate a tent and just, well, a guy and a girl. Me and Sarah, not two guys.
I was
We
going to
didn't
say,
have
wait,
two
what
guys
kind
in our
of camping trip are you guys going on?
All right, I spilled the beans, Sarah. Sorry. Sorry, I got nervous, honey. There was that one time.
You've been
Not
to
really.
Maine,
This-
right?
yeah,
You go to
really.
Maine.
I go to
You've
Maine
been like twice.
Yeah,
this
my
summer,
parents'
right?
cabin in
Yeah.
Freiburg, Maine, in Jordan's camp. But it's a furnished cabin.
Yeah.
Again, with a wood stove, regular stove, a turlet, beds, a loft, a TV.
I went to Maine once, and they were like, "There's bears out there," and I was like, "Why
are
the
bears
fuck
out
are we here?" And I'm a smoker, and that wasn't happening inside, so I would go outside and I would hear things rustling.
Oh,
I'd be
you
like, damn,
probably
I'm
heard
gonna.
a bear, a deer.
Damn, this nicotine's really got me. I'm terrified, but
I'm
can't
out
stop
here in
doing
nature.
this.
But damn. Damn, this tar.
Are you ready to have your mind blown? You know the scene in The Great Outdoors where you could go to the bear dump? That's a real
Yeah, that's
thing.
insane.
Insane.
Throw Zag
And
nuts
we
at
used
it.
to
Wow.
do it. We
Really?
went to the bear dump. We used to watch the bears until one moron, not me, folks, but one moron decided to get out of the car and do exactly what John Candy does on The Great Outdoors.
No shit.
And he got severely injured, and they
Oh,
closed.
wow.
One asshole ruined it
I
for
think
the rest of us.
just
who
Did you
was
watch
the
it
entire
happen?
clap at
lives.
him, right? You just clap at him.
Well, it
Hey,
didn't
bear!
happen while I was there,
Okay.
but it
Clap.
happened. Yeah.
You're supposed to clap. Hey, bear! Hey, bear! I see
go
the
ahead.
shows. My wife watches
Go
these
ahead and
shows.
try that and see what happens.
You clap at the bear. Hey, bear! And then it gets, whoa.
Yeah,
into
boo
a-
boo. Look
turn
at what
into a
that
new
dickhead's doing.
An all new Ally McBeal.
Clearly, you've never seen Grizzly. These are the movies to watch. Slap. That's like punching a great white in the nose. Punch it in the nose. It'll go away. Fuck off.
Bears aren't that
I do
scary.
that. Punch a shark in the nose.
Well, you wouldn't be in
really,
the
really
water in the
slowly
first place.
because the water resistance would just slow my hand.
It would be like bionic.
And then its mouth would open and it would suck me in.
Yeah. Because that's what would happen in real life. Derek, how about you?
I fucking love camping.
All right.
I was a Boy Scout. I went to summer camp. I went to a bunch of different summer camps. Our troop camped we'd do campouts almost once a month. We do them year round. I love in the winter. I've stayed in regular tents and tents that are on platforms with a canvas kind of thing. Cabin camping. Lean-tos, which are like open. You have like a covering.
Just one side.
One or two sides or whatever.
Yeah. I watched Naked and Afraid. I know what a
I always loved it. I miss it like crazy. I can't wait to start camping with my kids. I've already got a tent and a bunch of sleeping bags in the garage waiting.
Sounds like you pitched one in your pants.
For camping. No,
Speaking of Woody,
I love it, and more so summer camp. I think when I think camping, I think the blast that I had working at the camps and going to the camps as a kid. All the different Boy Scout camp didn't really have girls until I got older, and then they had explorers, which were like female scouts.
Explorer Scouts.
And they were some hot ones, and they were at our camp, and that was like, that's a fucking teenage boy's
dream.
Did
you go to Yahoo?
I did.
I know.
Yeah,
I went to
my brother-in-law went to Yahoo for years.
Most of my camps were at Miles Standish. It's down near Plymouth. There's
that's a guy's name.
Squanto.
Miles Standish.
Yeah, I know. It's all Indian stuff. Squanto, Catch-a-Lot.
Miles Standish is an Indian?
No, Miles Standish, but he dealt with the
killed
Indians.
them.
That's why it's named
he gave
after
him
him.
the smallpox blankets. I gotcha.
Catch-a-Lot, Camp Child. I just, it's, and I watched those types of movies year round. I definitely, obviously, like the Friday the 13th type movie.
We'll get there. We'll get there, sir. So you
Halloween.
are a child of nature. And a child of the sea.
Yeah. Surprisingly, and the funny thing is like if my wife heard this, she'd be like, "The fuck you are," always on your phone. You wouldn't, but I honestly, it's stuff that
screaming when you get bit by mosquitoes.
I haven't done that stuff since we've been together. Me and her went on one camp out with a couple of friends of hers. It's not for everybody, but I think once you know what you're doing and I can say I know how to survive.
You're all set.
I was a part of the Order of the Arrow. I had to sleep outside in the middle of the woods in order for my ordeal.
Sounds like an ordeal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can pitch a tent. You know how to build a good fire.
Oh boy, can he pitch a tent?
All right. Okay.
Yep.
I know who I'm going camping.
I could dig a latrine.
You can dig a latrine. I knew a latrine. She changed it to latrine.
Good change.
No, and just especially the thing about summer camp too is just it's such a wild, fun experience where kids just it's fucking Lord of the Flies. You go. None of the kids there's a shower house. Barely anybody uses it unless
towels were snapping.
Unless kids are getting really stinky and they're and the counselors are like, yeah, no, you need to take a shower.
Something you never hear on this show.
No,
unless the kids are getting really stinky. And this is a show with 4 fathers.
Yeah,
that was how it was. Because you're away from your parents. You don't really. I mean, there's counselors, but they're not watching over you.
They're young idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all trying to sleep with each other. So
numbskulls.
it's they don't care. I was terrified because of some of the movies about camp. But then at the same time, it was a blast. It was some of the best times of my life.
Well, bears are not fiction. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bears don't bother you.
Oh,
especially in summer camp type places. They know the bears know that there's always people around, so they're not going to go near.
That's not. I've seen video. They try to get into people's houses.
I'm not afraid of bears. My fear would be wild cats, like cougars or bobcats.
Cougars on the lawn.
Well, I'm not afraid of cougars anymore, but cougars on the lawn. But bobcats or whatever, they move too fast and they'll claw the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
so
true. But
those will kill you.
I would much rather face off something close to my size rather than something much larger than me, like a bear.
That shit doesn't matter.
No,
dude. It's
no, a wildcat would destroy you.
I could take a cougar in a fight.
Come on. Let's be real.
I'm being real. You bring a cougar
Come on.
over right now, I'll fuck it up.
Name any other human. Name any human being on Earth
who has fought a cougar.
Right now, I'd say you have a better chance of beating them than you do a cougar.
No, I would think I could beat a cougar over half the people on
I
Earth.
don't think
Cougars
so,
aren't that smart.
Cougars.
I read
Who wants
about
to see
it.
this happen? We should make a pay-per-view.
I know, right?
Bring it on.
Nah, I don't
Bring
wanna
the
see
cougar
that.
on.
I don't want to witness that shit.
No, you're just
I don't
jealous.
wanna see-
You're just
No,
jealous.
we want you to stick
Because you
around,
know
Mark.
I'm going to win.
I don't want to see a cougar have its way with you.
Wait, which cougar are we talking about?
All of
again
them.
now?
Susan Sarandon.
All the cougars. Yeah, Diane Lane. Which
Susan
cougar were you
Sarandon.
talking about?
I was talking about fighting Diane.
Talk about fighting Diane Ladd.
Diana Ladd. Oh, she's beyond cougar now.
No, that's a saber
Is she
tooth.
dead?
Sabertooth.
That's
She's a saber-tooth.
Diane Ladd?
She
Really?
dead?
She's not really a saber-tooth. She's
Damn,
not hot.
Helen
Saber-tooths
Mirren?
are hot. Helen Mirren is a
Helen
saber-tooth.
Oh,
There you
Helen
go.
Mirren is
Is Vanessa Redgrave still alive? Because I always
She
like
is.
that.
No, isn't? No, she died, didn't she?
I thought she was still alive. I
No,
thought her
because
sister
Vanessa-
died.
I think all the.
Oh,
almost,
Lynn
I'm
Redgrave?
pretty sure all the.
Lynn
Really?
Redgrave is still alive, I believe.
Okay.
Lynn might be. But
All right, one of them's
no,
alive.
Vanessa's dead because
Okay.
Vanessa Redgrave is the one that was in Mission Impossible, and that's the
Yes,
reason why she
yes.
never reprised her.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
That's right. She's
can't.
86 years old.
Yeah.
Who? Lynn?
Vanessa.
Vanessa?
Yeah, she's not dead.
She's not?
She's not dead yet.
Oh, then she's a fucking saber-tooth. She's
Not
a
in this
saber-tooth.
picture I'm looking at, but we'll look at Lynn Redgrave.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, Lynn passed away in 2010.
Oh, did she? Oh.
Now, Lynn's the one that was in Gods and Monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was 5 minutes of nothing. Let's get to it. Okay.
All right.
Funny camping movies. Brian.
Funny camping
what
movies.
funny camping movies do you like?
I have Great Outdoors.
Same.
That's
I
the
also
one.
can I pick more than one, or are we
Just pick them. Just
I-
toss any that you
Meatballs. Meatballs will probably
Meatballs
be
is fantastic.
my number one, because I think that was the first funny camping movie I saw. I actually remember seeing that in the movie theater. Without a Paddle.
I've never
So
seen that.
without
Who's
a
in
paddle.
that?
Seth Green's in that. I saw it
Oh,
once.
It's
Dax
Seth Green,
Shepard.
it's Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard,
And it's,
yeah.
And Stifler, right?
Is it
Sean
Stefan? I don't
Wilson.
remember.
Or
that
Matthew
guy.
Lillard.
Oh,
Or Matthew Lillard. It's one
yeah.
of those.
I just remember Seth Green and
Yeah.
Dax Shepard. Yeah, Deliverance isn't funny.
Well, it depends who you ask.
Depends on which end you are.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so as far as funny
Matthew
movies
Lillard.
I've got, and Tucker and Dale versus Evil is funny in a horror kind of way.
Yeah.
It's a
No, I
very
forgot there
dark,
was a-
dark,
yeah.
funny movie.
That's a good one. I didn't
Yeah.
even think of that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Funny. Tito.
That's my movie. That's the movie I watch every fucking summer.
Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors.
Tucker and Dale.
I love it. We watch it, me and my family.
That's a great
I absolutely
movie.
love that film.
Dan Aykroyd.
And we
That's
always
all
go to,
gristle.
It's all gristle. We always go to Jamestown every year, and we don't have cable, but it's always on TV. So when I'm flipping, it always pops on.
So you gotta
Always
watch it.
have to watch it. I absolutely love that film.
Yep.
More childish ones. This is I always want to go to this camp. The one from
Heavyweights.
Heavyweights.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie. Ben Stiller is
I've never seen
hilarious. He is so Ben Stiller
Yeah.
is so funny in this movie. It's basically all like the overweight kids from the Mighty Ducks movie
Oh no!
in a movie. So it's
Really?
like young Kenan Thompson,
Yep.
the guy who played Goldberg, the one who gets hit in the head with the puck.
Yep.
and he can't count anyways. But
Is the kid from The Sandlot in that too?
Oh, Ham.
Was that might have
no,
been
Ham
before
isn't,
him?
But that would have.
Yeah.
That would have been the fucking ultimate.
Mm.
He might have not been a Disney kid.
Oh,
Was
that's
Sandlot
right.
a Disney movie?
No, I don't think it was.
No, but the Big Green was.
I was
And
going to
he
say
Oh,
he's in
he's
that
in the-
soccer
yeah, he's the
movie.
goalie. Yeah.
That's the Big Green.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
Too bad that's not a camping movie. Camp Nowhere
Yeah.
with
Christopher Lloyd.
I absolutely love that one.
That hot little
I
blonde
love
girl.
shit like that, like
Yeah.
these like hijinksy like
Kirsten Dunst.
the kid.
No.
12-year-old Kirsten
No,
Dunst.
I don't know. I don't think she did a lot.
I don't think so.
The
either.
hot blonde from that though was
And then
Was she a counselor or was she a kid?
no one of the kids.
She was
Oh.
one of the kids, and then the
This is a movie from a long, long time
Oh,
ago. when I
okay.
was-
I know it
I'm
is,
gonna-
but are you just watching it now, or?
I'm gonna ride with Derek on this one. I remember I was like very fond of this girl. I actually thought the brunette girl she was my favorite. But yeah, that was always a fun movie.
Mm.
And she plays one of the nuns, the nurse in that movie. Christopher Lloyd's like love interest was one of the redheaded nun in the movie.
Oh, and Sister
Act.
Act.
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
her.
with the one that
One
sings
with the really
but
good
it's not
voice,
really
yeah.
good.
Oh, the one with the
Daisy
short
Head.
hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's actually very cute.
Yeah, she is.
Super cute.
Mousy, but cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, adorbs. But I'm a
Cray
cheerleader.
adorbs.
As a
I never saw that
favorite.
movie.
Oh,
I
it's so funny.
Yeah.
RuPaul.
That's what's her face, right? From the,
from Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Yeah.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Leone.
Natasha Leone.
And she's a
I saw that.
cheerleader, and she goes to like a conversion camp.
Right.
Because she is actually Clea Duvall's.
Clea Duvall is the one that, she ends up,
That's a hilarious.
Isn't Judge Reinhold in that? Or am I thinking of a different movie where he plays the father of a lesbian? Because I know that happened in a movie back then. And I want to say.
Maybe you're thinking of Beverly Hills Cop 3.
No, there was no lesbians in it.
That shit. That piece of shit. That magical piece of shit.
Didn't Kevin Bacon just come out with like a conversion camp movie called They Them?
They Them. I saw They/Them.
Yeah.
I still haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
Oh, that's what that's about?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
on
kind of like a
Peacock.
horror movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called They/Them.
Yeah.
Which is really clever.
Yeah.
Oh, as in they slash.
Yeah, but it's they with the slash mark, them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right over your head.
That's a play on words right there.
Right over your head. Bud Cort.
Oh, Bud
what
Cort.
a fucking chin on that guy.
Bud Cort. He played
Harold
and Maude.
Bates.
No.
Well, he's Harold, but he's young Norm. No, he inherits the.
Jeez.
Bates Motel.
I'm not on the same street as you guys.
Yeah,
I was gonna say he's he's homeless comatose god in Dogma.
Oh, that's him.
That's Bud Cort. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know
He
that.
plays the one that the little street hockey demon.
John Doe
kids.
jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
He also plays the accountant that they have to rescue in The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Yep. That's a good.
Speaking of Wes Anderson movies,
yeah.
which we were talking earlier.
I guess I will leave this for horror. The Wrong Guys. You guys ever see that movie?
Yeah.
It's Louis Anderson.
Yeah.
And Richard Belzer.
Oh, wait.
I have
No.
not seen that.
Yeah.
The Wrong Guys. I was thinking
You're thinking
of
the nice guys.
No, I
the
was
other
thinking
guys.
the other guys. Yes.
So it's
That's the one.
It's a bunch of Richard Lewis is in it. Richard Belzer, Louis Anderson.
I'm Louis Anderson.
They were all kids. Boy Scouts, and then they grow up and decide to do one last camping trip. And it's a comedy, but then they're being like hunted by a murderer or something.
Oh, nice.
Being chased.
Most dangerous game.
Yeah. And I love the Ernest movies. The original.
Ernest.
Ernest goes
the
to
original
camp.
Medea's.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry stole that whole Medea is stolen from
Ernest.
Oh, that's
Ernest.
right.
As
It's
far as I'm
Ernest as
concerned,
the old lady,
Yeah.
with the walker.
but I absolutely love that movie. I love Scared Stupid. That's a Halloween favorite of mine. I always watch that every year. And this is always I don't know. I always thought he was
That was the last good
a talented fucking guy.
Yeah.
who
He
just-
was.
Besides Slinky Dog, which
Yeah.
he gets his props.
True.
for
He
that.
doesn't get a lot of credit.
He
No,
wasn't
he
in a
should.
ton of shit. and-
Remember, he was Jeb in the Beverly Hillbillies
That's
movie,
right.
too.
He
Oh
was.
yeah. For sure.
With Erica Eleniak.
And Judge Reinhold. No.
Oh,
You mean Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, maybe it was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer in it, not.
no, who does? That is Eric. No.
Yeah, it was Erica Eleniak with Ellie Mae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
No.
saying.
Not
Yeah, I
Michelle
got
Pfeiffer.
No,
Two
you think
Matt
everyone's
mixed
Erica Eleniak.
I don't think everyone.
Robert Loggia was
Can't
in
be
that.
the only one.
Robert Loggia
Looks
was
at the
Granny.
cover of that movie and doesn't think.
All right, comment below somewhere, folks.
What about you?
The Tequila Sunrise.
I got two real quick ones.
cover.
True Beverly Hills with Shelley Long.
True Beverly Hills
Fucking
is
love.
Mm.
And the original Parent Trap, Haley Mills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke
Let's
Show.
get together.
Love you.
Smoke show.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my God, when she
Yeah.
was in her
Fucking
20s.
Pollyanna.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
She grew up into a.
Pollyanna.
Well,
even
she was in the sequel. I mean, granted, she was like middle-aged in the sequel.
Oh, so you know what?
Pollyanna,
I
too.
like
Die Hard.
middle-aged.
Middle-aged Haley
Dude,
Mills, Saved
yeah,
by the
hell
Bell.
yeah,
Saved
fucking
by
Miss
the
Bliss.
Bell.
That's right, Miss
I
Bliss.
liked her too there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was my blonde.
There's a
from
cougar
cello.
I'd wrestle, and I would win, too.
Yeah, well,
Tequila.
she's all bones now.
Well, now.
What about you? Got any comedies
like
over there?
you, I got Great Outdoors. I watch it every summer, same as you. I also love Addams Family Values. If
Oh,
we're talking
yeah.
summer camp movies.
Yeah.
That is the one to go to for me. And that's really all I have. I don't find humor in camp.
Dude, you know what? If you were gonna bust out a movie with the camp scene, that's not a camp
I am.
movie.
I got those.
Then that one, yeah.
I was
absolutely.
saving that one for
Oh,
that.
see, that's more than a scene to me. That's like a subplot. So I consider
Yeah,
it
yeah, it is kind of
okay.
yeah. Cause
That's my favorite part of the movie.
It is mine too. Derek, how about you? Funny movies.
I had Camp Nowhere and Heavyweights as well. Definitely Meatballs and Parent Traps. I like both of the Parent Traps, even the Lindsay Lohan one, but the first one definitely has more more of the actual summer camp.
Yeah.
More of that movie takes place there, and then on top of it, at the end of those movies, they also go camping.
Oh yeah.
With the new girlfriend.
They try to get the parents back. Yeah.
But I also have Wet Hot American Summer and its prequel and sequel, as well as Happy Campers, which is another one like about camp counselors. Brad Renfro was in it. Jamie King, Justin Long was in it, and I forget who else.
Guy.
But I love a good summer camp movie that is about you get to see the different counselors and the different personalities and fucking popular kids and you get because it's always it was and that's how it was. It was always like a mix of you get some kids that are jocks and you get some nerds and they're all working together and they're all like equals but not quite equals and Wet Hot American Summer had a stellar cast.
Yeah, that's an amazing cast. I could never get into that movie though.
It's very dry.
I just never.
It's a very dry movie.
It didn't hit with me, but it's
honestly,
got an amazing cast.
The sequel and the prequels were, I think, a lot in a lot of ways funnier than the original movie. I love the original, but and especially the prequel because they're all the same age. It's all the same actors.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's 20 years later and they're playing those same characters. Christopher Maloney as the chef. That's one of the things too that makes a good summer camp comedy movie is whoever's in the kitchen. The kitchen is always they're always whacked out guys. The guys in Ernest Saves Camp or Ernest Goes to Camp. Those guys. I remember the big pot of whatever they were making. It looks so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In Meatballs, you never saw the people behind in the kitchen.
Right.
But they always had the announcements over the loudspeaker. It's like, today's winner of the Identify What Lunch Was contest was little Billy Martin, who said some kind of beef. You can pick up your Chrysler Cordova in Marty's office.
That's too young for that one.
And that movie, that was Bill Murray's first role.
Yeah, first movie.
Yeah. I mean, that movie's hilarious.
Yeah. That's another one that's got a great mix, with the counselors and all the different counselors, and then their relationship with the campers.
It's kind of like that movie kind of set the formula for camp movies.
Yeah.
Like whenever you have a movie about a summer camp, there's it's the counselor stuff. There's always going to be some kid that one of the counselors takes under their wing and kind of turns into the cool kid by the end of the summer.
Or at the very least helps him have a great summer.
There's always the funny announcements over the loudspeaker. There's always some type
that all started with Meatballs.
And I love the wars. Like whenever there's a war between
the two camps,
either two camps or two parts of camp. We used to have that. There were, we were all different campsites, and it was all the different troops that came to camp each week.
I love how much you love this shit.
This is awesome.
This is really making my night.
Yeah, same.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize.
Smile like this in ages.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe you can help me out with this next one, because any action camping movies that we know of?
Camping movies.
I got Deliverance.
I have Deliverance as well.
Is an action film.
Yeah.
It's got that crossbow.
Yep. They're racing down the stream, in their canoes, away from the hillbillies. That's the only one that came to mind for me as well.
The River Wild, I guess you would count that one.
The River Wild, and also there was one with Kevin Bacon that was called.
Oh, that was going to be in my drama, Whitewater Summer.
Whitewater Summer. That's kind of an action one.
Yeah, that was.
And isn't he also in the River Wild?
Yeah, he's in.
He plays almost the same character too.
Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, and David. Statham?
Oh, I was watching. He plays Whistler in Sneakers.
Yes, one of my favorite movies. Yes.
Yeah, I was watching that last night.
Love that movie.
Yeah, Whitewater Summer. I was thinking drama, but I'll throw that in.
Oh, I got drama as a whole. Well, no, actually, I don't have a drama one. Interesting.
Well, let's throw that in there.
Well, you have
throw drama, action.
Yeah,
I got
action
romance.
drama.
Do romance and drama.
This is not a romantic
romance could be any of them.
Romance could be Deliverance.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true. Ned Beatty and that other guy.
Beatty and that other guy. Oh boy, Whitewater Summer's my action.
Yeah, I don't know.
Young Sean Astin.
That's right. Yeah.
They throw a bunch of rocks at him.
Potatoes.
I think it's
it's
fucking hilarious.
I mean, a lot of them have action in them, but they're mostly comedies.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, how about romance or drama? How about we get a little serious camping movies in there?
God,
I know we're all thinking, we
water.
got Brokeback Mountain. That's the serious
Oh
shit.
shit! I didn't even think about that one. I've never seen that movie.
Camping.
I guess it's camping.
They're in a tent at one point. It's camping.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tent. There's definitely camping.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, they were pitching tents, all right.
Yeah, the horse puts his head in and watches them in action, doesn't he?
I'm trying to think of other serious.
Oh, does that really happen in the movie? The horse pokes his head in?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. But I think they said that on Family Guy.
I haven't seen it either. I just assumed that we
the
were
horse
all
like puts
thinking
his
it.
head in and it's like it comes on all.
I like to watch.
That's honestly the only serious romance camp movie that I know.
No.
What do you got?
Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah, I have Moonrise Kingdom.
Right.
And Indian Summer.
I
fucking love Indian Summer.
Never saw Indian Summer.
And I saw Indian Summer like as a teenager. It's not a movie that I discovered as an adult and related to, but yeah, Diane Lane,
Alan Arkin, Bill
Paxton.
Paxton.
Alan Arkin is this
Never
old. He's an old guy that he's selling his camp, and he invites a bunch of like camp adults that used to go there yearly for like a reunion. And there's like and then there's couples that are together, but they're like one guy's cheating on the girl. It's like it's just great. Elizabeth Perkins is in it. Wilma from the Flintstones.
Vincent Spano.
Yep. Yeah, that one's a good one.
Cool. See, you are the expert, sir.
I mean, I would throw but I'm a cheerleader and throw the romantic. They fall.
Yeah,
she finds
that's a good
love
one.
at the.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of, and in general, in most of them, even horror or comedy.
Yeah.
There's
you're gonna get some romance.
Some love.
In horror, you die for heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm talking about movies you don't die after. All right, cool. Well, let's get to this. This is the tough one. Scary camping movies.
This isn't a tough one.
Let's see how many of these overlap.
I can't think of any.
My God.
No, of course.
Scary camping cabin movies. Throw them out there, man.
Cabin Fever, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Cabin in the Woods, and any of your Friday the 13th movies.
Okay,
They
good.
all suck.
What?
What? I got Cabin in the Woods also. Fear Street.
1978.
I forgot about that one.
That one's
That's
great.
a good one, yeah.
And,
nice pick.
I absolutely love this movie. Super meta fucking camp movie. Final Girls.
I never
saw
saw
that. It's really funny.
Yes.
It's kind of scary.
Scary.
And it's real meta. And it's about a girl whose mother starred. The only thing she was ever in was this slasher camp movie, and she passes away. So every year she goes to see the movie and gets sucked into the movie. And it plays out. It's so good, and it plays out like a movie.
Yeah,
where she knows the rules, the kids know the rules. So there's a mix of like real world kids and then the people in the film, and them interacting is fucking hilarious. Where they're just like they're trying to get the girl who really wants to have sex not to have sex, so they like tape oven mitts to her hands so she can't open her shirt. It's so funny, and it's a slasher, but it's really funny. It's super meta. It's a really fun
I gotta
movie.
see that one.
Nice.
It's got a really good cast too.
I've been told to see that.
And the Friday the 13th film for sure.
Excellent. All right, so some that were not mentioned: the Blair Witch Project, The Howling, because it's all cabins in that movie. So I'm going to include that one.
Yeah.
The Evil Dead films 1 and 2.
If we can shoehorn it in, we'll shoehorn
I'm going to
it in.
shoehorn it in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I was going to mention one too. I want to see if you mention it.
Because Bronson Pinchot talks about camp. No, none of two. Willow Creek, the found footage Bigfoot movie directed by a friend of half of the show, Bobcat Goldthwait. There,
love that guy.
Yeah, he's a great filmmaker. I like it when he doesn't talk.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He has great movies.
He's hilarious.
He's not.
Action!
Thank you, Brian. And those are the ones off the top of my. Oh, and
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp. Thank
that was
you.
on mine.
And the Garfield special where they go camping and they're attacked by an escaped panther. This is a real thing, folks.
Really?
And
it's not a cougar?
No, it's a panther.
Okay.
It's a fucking scary ass panther.
Really,
I'll show you it after. No, they're camping and the panther escapes from a zoo or something, and it's creepy as fuck. It's a weird ass Garfield special.
It's animated?
It's animated. It's
like computer animated or traditional
old
animated?
School
Okay.
80s Garfield special.
All right.
Animated the old school way with an old school panther with fangs and glowing yellow eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll
Is
show
it
you.
Garfield in the Rough?
There it
Is that what
is.
it's called?
That be it.
Garfield
You can
in
find
the
it
rough.
on YouTube. I don't know why I went Irish.
There's no lasagna.
No lasagna. Garfield
No nap
almost
attack.
becomes,
Yeah, TV special based on the Garfield comic strip.
and of course, all the Friday the 13th. You got all that
Mm-hmm.
in there, and you said the sleepaway camps and
Do we count 8?
8.
Or
no,
10.
8 is on a boat, so I guess we don't count
Yeah.
8.
What about
we don't count
10's in space.
10's in space. We count 9.
Goes
We
to Hell?
count
Yeah, he
But
kills
it's
the
space
people.
7.
Space camp.
It's
That's right.
Count
Space
the
camp should
remake.
count.
We count
Yeah,
the
so we don't.
It's
we
in the
don't-
title.
no, we don't count 8, and we don't count 10. Although 10 has a camping scene in it. The
Oh,
hologram
there's that.
camping
That
scene.
then I say we count 10.
Right. Now, you're gonna count 10.
I'm gonna
'cause
count 10.
all
Freddy
right.
versus Jason.
Fine. I don't acknowledge
do.
that. The
Yeah,
Church
you
of
do.
Mark does
Just
not
do it.
acknowledge the existence of Freddy versus Jason. Thank you.
That
There
movie's
should
awesome.
be a Church of Mark. Shut up.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's the best Jason of all time.
Fuck
Whoever
you
that
with
guy
that.
was in that costume. Amazing.
Ken Kersinger.
Yeah.
This is for Beverly Hills
That
Cop
guy.
3, isn't it? This
That
is what
guy.
you're doing.
What's his face?
Shut up. All right. What's your
No,
name?
I mean
Derek.
you guys said them all.
Did we
I
miss
was, I
any?
was going to add in Sleepaway Camp, and then they said it. And I know you said Final Girls, but there's also a movie called Final Girl with Abigail Breslin at Wes Bentley.
Oh.
I never saw that, but
Yeah, and she her father or her caretaker is Wes Bentley, and he trains her to like basically lure kids in to think that she's this helpless girl, and she ends up hunting them.
Yeah.
And
That's
it
like
takes
Audition.
place in the woods, so it's kind of like that.
Shit.
Oh, Hills Have Eyes. That's a camping movie. They're in a camper through
That's
it.
true.
That counts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
You,
Hills Have
you
Eyes.
know so. Oh, yes, I know.
You know, I never saw Sleepaway Camp because somebody told me what happened at the end, and I was like, oh, I don't need to see this movie
Right.
ever.
Right.
You
So I
still
just
should see
never
it. It's
did.
good.
Yeah.
She's got a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. See it.
I don't think I will.
No, you go to hell then. Okay.
I mean, if it's on,
You go to
maybe.
hell and you die, Tito.
If you put
The
it on.
Church of Mark does not recognize Tito
They ruined it.
and his new Jason loving attitude.
No, whatever.
Next.
Yeah. Camping scenes. Throw in some camping scenes, even if it's not a camping movie per se. So even though Jason Goes to Hell could technically be a camping film, even though the majority of it is in like houses and woods and everything, there's a great camping tent scene where the couple is making love and Jason drives the.
He splits them
the
in
husband,
half?
Splits them right in half.
Love that shit.
Love
Yeah.
that scene. That's right. You love that. That's Kane Hodder, by the way. So fuck up.
Oh, not the good one?
No, the better one. Shut up. Role models and dog soldiers also have great camping scene. The
Role
opening,
models.
the opening scene to dog soldiers and the camping scene in role models is fucking fantastic. So those are a couple off the top of my head, and I started off, and Brian should have.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry, Brian,
I've
go ahead.
got one. I'm going with a movie that was mentioned earlier on our road trip appetizer, and that is We're the Millers.
Yes.
Where they're in the tent.
They do camp.
And Ron Swanson and his wife Anna Gasteyer come in because they think that they're swingers, and they thought they were getting mixed signals while they were playing Pictionary earlier in the evening, and hilarity ensues.
It does. That's a great movie. I want to watch that now.
Yeah, it is a very, very funny movie.
I'm gonna stick with fucking Adam's Family Values. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's my favorite part of that movie.
Yeah, that's a
All the
great,
stuff
great
with, like,
scene.
Fester is kind of funny with Joan
It is.
Cusack and them at the
But
house.
you're
It's
absolutely
kinda
Yeah.
cool,
right.
But like
The summer
fucking
camp shit's
David
the best.
Krumholtz is hilarious in
Yeah.
this fucking movie. When he's got when they have to do the bow and arrow and he just throws it
Yeah.
on the ground.
But
Can
it's Disney.
Can I just say, I saw Oppenheimer a couple of weeks ago, and David Krumholtz is in it. He is getting so huge.
Oh really?
He now looks like, you know who he looks like?
Like fat or?
Yes.
Oh,
you know who
okay.
he looks like? In Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home?
Yeah.
He looks like the guy that invented transparent aluminum.
Oh,
He's
no.
almost unrecognizable.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Not now, Margaret. You know?
Oh, he's got the Mark McCrana diet going.
Oh
huh?
my God!
Just all Doritos
it
and
took
cheese
me.
dip?
It took me like he was on screen for a little bit, and I'm like, the voice sounds so familiar, but he doesn't look like who I'm
Sure, it
thinking
wasn't
of.
makeup.
I don't think so.
No?
I looked online, and he's getting big.
That
looks
doesn't
nothing
matter.
looks nothing like he did a few years ago.
Big is
in
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Harold and Kumar.
Dude, I love David.
I'm getting my schmeckle back.
He's one of those guys I think who should have been bigger. He probably should have been in more Apatow films.
Yeah, he is getting bigger.
Figuratively, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, his career.
Metaphorically?
Yeah.
Yeah, bigger career.
My
yeah.
wife used to love him in that show Numbers.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
and that
show
wasn't
too.
that long ago.
With Rob Morrow from Northern Exposure.
Yeah.
Speaking of camping,
Quiz show.
cabins and everything. Quiz show.
Love
yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, that's right. Quiz show.
Yeah.
He's the head elf in Santa Claus.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Krumholtz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernard.
Yep.
Bernard. Love Bernard.
Yeah. Sorry about the little tangent there.
No.
That's okay.
I love talking about Krumholtz.
Yeah.
No one else is going to.
What about the actor?
Mr. Derek.
Shut your crumb hole.
I got a couple, yeah.
Throw him in.
One also from the road trip series of movies that we listed, the Muppet movie, the scene where they're around the campfire.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Singing, going to go back there someday. Gonzo.
Yep.
That's a great scene. And Awesome Powers. When they're
Oh my God, the tent.
Yeah,
where it's all in silhouette.
She's unpacking and it's all silhouette, and it looks like she's like pulling
stuff
shit
out of his ass.
and putting stuff in,
and they're being spied on.
Right.
And they're like, oh my God.
There's like a tear gas bomb that goes off. And
he's like, oh, sorry.
That's a good one.
Good one. Good pick. All right, that's camping, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
We have good camping.
Say good one more time.
Good. And that's our camping episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If we missed any camping cabins or whatever, give us a comment. Leave a comment somewhere, and I'll let you know where you can. Well, Brian will let you know in a minute. But before we get to that, we got a geek flag to talk about. Anybody's got their geek flag flying, waving?
Yeah.
Flying or waving?
Yeah.
Brian?
Asteroid City. I've been watching Asteroid City, and I have to admit, I fell asleep on it, and at first I thought it was because I didn't really like it.
That's because it's a fucking Wes Anderson movie.
I love Wes Anderson movies,
I know,
though.
but some of them you could fall asleep.
Yeah, it's true. I'm finding
you're very venomous to everybody.
No,
tonight.
No. Tito's right.
It's true
because I thought about it. I think the
not
movies
a dig against Brian.
No, I think the movies that Wes Anderson has done since Grand Budapest Hotel have not been as good as the stuff that he did before Grand Budapest Hotel. I think he peaked with Grand Budapest. Isle of Dogs, I wasn't that crazy about.
Did he do Darjeeling before
Yes,
or after?
yes, and I like Darjeeling.
Before. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, no, I did.
What's the one with the foxes? That shit's hilarious.
Oh, the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Fantastic,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was actually my introduction to Wes Anderson
Oh,
film.
really? Okay.
Well, I saw
That's a good one.
I saw the Royal Tannenbaums in the movie theater, and I fell asleep on it in the movie theater. I didn't like that one.
That's my favorite of all of them.
See, I didn't like that one, and
I
I've
like
only
that
seen
one
it
too.
twice.
That was a good
Love
one.
it.
I tried to watch it one more time, and I still didn't like it.
It's because Gwyneth, huh?
No,
Thrones of Fire.
no, I think it's Ben
Fair.
Stiller.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, I don't like him in that, and I don't like his kids that dress like him in that. I
Oh,
just
it's so funny.
something about the mini-me's.
With the tracksuits?
Yeah,
David Krumholtz and
yeah, exactly. But that being said, I watched Asteroid City, and I fell asleep towards the end of it. It really wasn't holding my interest, but I was also really tired. It was the day I watched it Sunday night. After we got home, we had a really busy day. We went to the Dark Arts Festival and had a great time, but it was a very long day, and we were talking about the movie when we went out to eat afterwards, and so I put it on and fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then I tried to watch it again last night, and I did the same thing, but last night I was more into it. I think I was getting more out of it. So maybe it just deserves another viewing because it really has a fantastic cast.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting story. And I'm just hoping that maybe when I finish it all the way through, I'll really enjoy it.
Okay.
That being said,
I hope so too.
That's your geek.
That's
flag.
my geek flag.
So it's waving, kind of.
It's kind of way. I'm optimistic for it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I really want to like it. I'm just going to give it one more chance. to finish it.
I do
And the
wanna
Dark
see
Arts Festival, of course, was fantastic. Thank you, Josh Dalen, for everything. You put on a fantastic show.
That was a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
I think that's part of everybody's Geek Flag
Yeah,
tonight,
yeah,
is it
I
not?
have that on
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I had a blast and we met some cool people.
You sure did.
And I got
Very
some
cool
cool
people.
shit.
And even the people that we didn't meet, there were a lot of cool people that were there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to see some.
Except for that weirdo
friends.
guy with the dog.
He left
Fuck
the
that
show.
guy.
He had to walk the dog.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He didn't want to stay.
Yeah.
had to walk his
He didn't.
dog.
He didn't want to get behind the mic and talk to us.
But anyways,
Fuck
you know.
I mentioned this. We were out afterwards eating, but I watched a show called I'm a Virgo on Prime. It's by Boots Riley, who did Sorry to Bother You. And it's like a 7-episode, like 30-minute series on about a little boy who is raised by his aunt and uncle and grows up to be 14 feet tall, and he's a monster of a person.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to build like a little house for him because he's too big for his own house, but he lives in the backyard, and he lives in Oakland, California. And he gets discovered by some teenagers, and then they kind of bring him into the world and start exposing him to more things. And it's just a really, really fun show. And there's another, Walter Goggins plays this character called Hero.
He's great in everything.
He's really, really good. He's really funny in this. There's like an entire episode dedicated to him. He creates this comic book of this character named Hero and then uses it as a way to become a superhero. And so there's some kind of a battle kind of going on between the hero and the kid. His name is Cootie. His name is Cootie.
Cootie.
They call him Cootie. And Mike Epps plays his uncle. And he's not so funny, but it's pretty good. And there's a character in the show whose power is she's really good at explaining things in a really clear way. So whenever
I wish I had that power.
Dude,
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Whenever he needs something really explained, like everything fades to black, and there are all these like basically examples of what she's explaining to him, and at the end there's an explanation of what capitalism is, and it is the greatest explanation. I was like, oh my god, I understand capitalism. It ends on this really amazing way. And it's open, so I mean, I hope they get another season. But it's fun. It's a quick watch,
and it's a series. You said
it's a series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's it streaming on?
It's on Prime.
Okay,
it's
good.
only
I just
they're
wanted
like
you to
30-minute
say it one more
episodes.
time,
Nice.
That's good. Good.
Yeah. That's my jerk story. I've been waiting the whole time to just do the jerk story comment.
Well, you're the number one seller.
I had sex with your wife. His wife's in the coma. I'm listening to you talk. I'm like, I'm totally going to George Costanza this. Thank God I didn't think of this.
But that's it. That's like the only new
So
thing
it's
I
good.
really saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good,
fantastic.
good.
I highly
On Prime.
recommend
Anything
it.
else?
Yeah, eat shit.
Okay. Okay, so my shit, Geek Flag. First off, happy birthday to Joe Medeiros. He's a friend and listener of the show. He's a Rubber Chicken's own Joe Medeiros. He's a
Happy birthday, Joe.
cartoonist. It's his
Happy
birthday today, so I
birthday.
want to wish him a happy birthday. I also want to say also to Josh Dalen. I call him Dalen, but I guess it's Dalen. I've been calling him Dalen this
Is
whole
it?
time.
I think I might be.
Dalen,
mispronouncing it.
tomato. Anyway, he puts on a good show. Thank you so much for having us. We had a blast.
Yeah.
Can't thank you enough. We had a good time. Josh Hurst and I were there selling comics too. We got to meet some great people. Got to convert some new fans. So awesome. And thanks
You got a
to,
fancy toy?
I got.
Oh, that's right. Your
I got
favorite toy.
so I got a place for it, and I figured out a name for it too.
The trash?
Fucking asshole. My alligator's name is Little Tito. And
Little
he's-
Tito Seinfeld?
Little Tito is right. That's where I got it from. It's like I brought it home. Sarah says, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Little Tito." He's got a spot right on top of my refrigerator.
Oh,
Little
nice. There
Tito
you go.
overlooks the whole house, and he just makes me laugh. And thank you, Josh Gravel, for opening up that little tidbit of wonderness to me, because I never knew there was an alligator game from the from the 80s, and he had the alligator part from it, and I said, yes, I'll buy that. And Tito made fun of me. And then I beat him up. No, not at all.
Wrestled him like a cougar.
I wrestled him like a cougar. So I was gonna name him Robert Forster after the actor, but I was like, no, this dude's name is Little Tito.
Little Tito.
Little Tito's a part of my world.
After the biggest fan of that movie, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring him next episode.
The irony is not escaping me.
No, it shouldn't.
A little bit.
It's on Prime, by the way. So.
It's also on Joe Bob. It's on Joe Bob this
Joe
past
Bob
season.
is not on Prime, but it's good. It's good. It's very good. And the last thing, very quickly, Werewolf Santa. Santa Claus as a werewolf. There's a movie coming out called Werewolf Santa. It was posted by Brian on Three Geeky Dads, and then Rubber Chicken Comics shared it. It's a real thing, and I can't fucking wait because I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Werewolf Santa.
Yeah, the Two Geeks and a Microphone guys want to do a crossover when we talk about that movie.
And we should. No chainsaws though. That's taken.
That's right.
Santa werewolf.
Trademarked.
Yeah. Derek?
I mentioned to you guys this weekend how I just had vacation last week and read a lot of Agatha Christie, but I ended up watching the movie version of And Then There Were None. It's from 2015 and it has an awesome cast. It was a BBC movie. Sam Neill's in it. Toby Stevens, who played Gustav Graves in Die Another Day, he's also Maggie Smith's son. Miranda Richardson, Charlie Russell makes a cameo. She's from The Goes Wrong show. Bern Gorman, who is the kind of strange-looking guy from Dark Knight Rises and The Expanse. He's got like the very.
No, I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
He was also in
Bone
Pacific Rim.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and Torchwood, the
right.
spinoff from Doctor Who.
Noah Taylor,
Yeah.
who was in Life Aquatic and Almost Famous, and Charles Dance, who is from
Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion Lannister. It's super close to the book itself. There was amazing acting, and it's just it was awesome. It was very well done. I recommend it to anybody. Each episode.
That's on your Tubi. I saw
Yeah.
that, right?
Yep. I just. picked it
Oh,
up.
okay.
It's fantastic. And and Dark Arts was great. We had a really good time.
It was a lot of fun. I can't wait to hear it.
Met a lot of really cool people.
We did.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very, very
Shout out to all of you if you're listening. I don't want to forget anybody, so I'm not naming them individually.
Yeah.
But we met some awesome people, and I hope we keep in touch with you guys. Absolutely.
Seriously.
Okay, well, I guess that's it, right?
That's
Are
it.
we
Oh,
done?
you know what? I
Anybody
wanted to
wanna
mention
throw-
too.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, sorry.
shit. Let's go back to the beginning. The Devil's Rejects as a fucking road movie. I just thought of
Oh,
that.
that is a road movie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, kick
And I was-
Wild at Heart off there. I got to go with Devil's Rejects. Fuck me in the beard. Okay.
No, and I was going to say too is that we didn't really talk about TV shows that are that had episodes that had camping.
You're right, we did.
And Family Guy and Rick and Morty have some really really great funny
Those are funny.
camping episodes.
Punky Brewster
So
in the
people
cave.
should check those out.
Punk scariest
Yeah,
fucking cave.
yep, in the woods.
Punky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rick and Morty even has their camping episode has a camping song that everybody should check out because it's hilarious and it's all about the joys and the not so joys of camping.
And the Simpsons camping, which was like the first or
Right.
second Simpsons episode I ever saw, was when they go camping. Okay, good. We got
So,
that
yeah,
out of
yeah,
our
I just
system.
wanted-
That was like an after.
Check those out too.
Yeah. So there's a whole world of camping out there, and watch it from your couch because it's safer. So the
true.
bears don't get you, despite what Derek
Not
says.
the beer. The beer.
Yeah, but don't worry about those cougars, right,
No,
Mark?
I'll take care of any cougar you throw at me. Bobcats, too. I'll take care of the bobcats. I've been working out. Oh, shit. I opened myself up to that one. And that'll wrap it up for another episode for Three Geeky Dads. If you wish to hear more of our episodes, be it Versus Drink Till It's Good, or just listen to us rave and rant and relish all things geek, Brian, where can they go?
Well, they can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.
The number 3.
GDpodcast.com. Mark's a little slow on the uptake, but that's okay. He's getting there, folks.
Thinking of all the cougars I'm going to
The Cougars! As Mark said, all of our past episodes can be found at the website, along with one-click buttons to subscribe to us. If you're not already a subscriber, please smash one of those shiny one-click buttons to the podcast platform of your choice, and you will be sure to never miss an upcoming episode. Also, we have a Ko-fi page, and the link can be found at our website. And what is a Ko-fi page, you ask Derek? Derek's looking at me like,
What's a Ko-fi page, Brian?
What is a Ko-fi page?
Is it a page for coffee?
It is kind of.
Kofi pages you speak of.
Kofi is kind of like Patreon. So if you like
We
what
get
you hear,
naked on Kofi?
no, that's OnlyFans.
Oh.
OnlyFans.
Listen, I love you guys, but I'm not getting naked for this show.
I want to wrestle the cougar. That is.
Nobody asked. What?
I want to wrestle Tito in a cougar outfit.
Straighten this off the tracks. Holy shit.
Yeah, so just go to Kofi. No.
You should know this by now, guys. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
episode,
Kofi is like Patreon. If you like what you hear, and I don't know why you wouldn't, please consider making a small donation. Any donation you think is reasonable, I guess. It helps keep the show going because podcasting is not cheap. Mm-hmm. Also, all of our links to our social media presences are on the website as well. We can be found at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our audio can be found weekly on YouTube. And if I missed anything, I'm sorry. Just go to the website and you will see everything, including the blog that we just put out. We got a lot of nice feedback on the blog that we just put out about the Dark Arts Festival.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Again, and thank you, Josh Dalen, for putting it all together. You're an amazing individual, and we thank you so much for inviting us. We had a blast.
And we would never leave you to walk a dog either.
That's right.
Fucking weirdo.
Who, me or the guy?
The guy.
Fucking dog guy.
Yeah.
It was such a quick response.
Yeah.
It was like, it rolled off his tongue like, I have to wash my hair.
Yeah.
Like he's used that excuse before.
Like, oh, sorry, no,
Like
I can't
we
stay.
were
I've got to
Check out my movie, but I got to go walk my dog. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay,
Anyway,
cool.
so that's
All
it. Back to you, Mark.
Little animosity to end the show. Very nice. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you, everyone, for listening for Three Geeky Dads. I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Saying good night and keep watching the skies, because maybe someone's watching back. And if so, put your pants back on. Yeah.
No.
It was a busy week.
No. You like that? Huh? You like that?
Oh,
Mr.
jeez.
Moon?
Save that camping.
Save it for the Patreon. Derek.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.
Save it for our OnlyFans. Imagine. Oh my God, that shit would crash the internet. If we had a fucking OnlyFans.
I want to see you in a cougar suit.
I'll do it.
You don't have to wrestle anybody, but just sit there. Test. Okay.
Test.
Test tickles. Test tickles.
Toast.
Tito. Toast.
All right.
Toast.
A toast.
A toast to Tito.
Why don't mummies go to summer camp?
Why not?
They're afraid to relax and unwind.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
Yeah. Want to tell
You
it?
want me to do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
We are recording. What you're hearing, and I don't know why you wouldn't. Just if
sometimes you're gonna take a shot in the mouth.